I try to be the divine light during darkness. Try my finest to smile while enduring hardships. I feel like a firefighter fighting an army of arsons, pushing to put a positive spark where there's only negative charges. Try to put love where no one else's heart is. I feel like I got a heart of gold, but the more I try to show it, it gets tarnished. If I could find the right person to wipe these tears, I'd be sparkling, truly a diamond in the rough that needs to be harnessed. I feel if I choose the wrong route, I'll be a target. But if I choose our Father God over a Godfather, I'd be a hard hit. Protected for the sanctity of everlasting life. I don't know where these words were first formed, but the perfect words will never pass me by. People seem to think I have every reason to be happy, so why do I wear the saddest eyes? In my short life, the most self-proposed question I ask is why? Pondering personal problems that put impacts on life. I love to help others, but when I need the lane, the help seems to just pass me by. I've been an ear, a crutch, but when my words need to be heard, shoulders proved cold, tears shed froze. I truly am the wilted rose. If I'm gonna win, I'll win fair. If I speak, it's the truth that you hear. If I cried, it's because nobody cared. Isolated from love like a pariah's desire for fun. I run in the rain, palms up, absorbing tiny speckles of love from the clouds above that dance different images into the minds of the young. Dreamers, believers, and seers alike see these as signs that guide us through life. Life, a place where we learn truths and are told lies. A place where a kid could publicly get kidnapped and society labeled thugs are the only ones that then just stroll by. Oh my, stereotypes broken like a karmic mirror of America's past, present, and God forbid, future. Suit up, soldier. Patriotism, schism, foreign wars, terrorism, justified by false facts, fed to the masses by the most accessible source. Lies devised by the minds of the Most High, directed to directly affect the heartstrings of self-interested American humanitarians. Hey, don't think about that. Focus on your people. If you got a chance to fly, why not do it through the eyes of an eagle? Do like a buffalo do and provide for the people. Speak like a chief and bring how you lead to the people. Speak on your dreams and prophecy among people. See, no man is not see-through. Real recognizes real, especially when they speak truth. So don't think that I can't see you. I stand behind this mic and I recognize eyes. Now, I don't know who you are or where you're from, but I bet we all connected. See, I'm just a product of America's lies. Constantly characterized and stereotyped as a reservation living in good-for-nothing freeloading Indian. Yeah, I reside on Lake Traverse, Rez. Am I going to take advantage? The answer is yes. But all of this ethnic tension's got me second-guessing, thinking unfathomable thoughts when I'm stressing. It's like I lyrically want to unload all these government conspiracies nobody knows. See, I speak the truth and I leak the news. We weren't like Jews, but still got massacred in our own country. Genocide, Holocaust, assimilation on every reservation, till it was total desolation for every last native. From smallpox and blankets, yo, to the 38 noosed in Mankato. Let's not forget forced religious beliefs, i.e. Catholic boarding schools, and how the government continued to institutionalize our youth. From boot camp to the pen, it was a cycle that needed to end. Speaking of cycles that need to end, drinking and driving determines death. Now that's on and off the res. But it hurts so hard when it hits close to home. You never expect that to happen to somebody that you know. For oh so many families, the river of life has meandered tragically. So, being an Indian citizen, a citizen makes me feel like I'm one in a million. Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, it's all the same to me. One letter difference doesn't mean a thing to me, because every prayer song sung sounds the same to me. See, I speak no lies, because I see the truth from living the Rez life to viewing the evening news. In my own personal opinion, this world is nuts. As an individual, I can see it's all about earning bucks, which is why I grab my headphones and turn it up. See, I'd much rather be unattached from this physical world, this criminal world, this cynical world where it's only about an individual's worth. I don't know, maybe it's a subliminal curse that makes me think these thoughts and write these words, but whatever my motive may be is beyond me. See, I can't hide the color of my skin or the pride that's within. So I plan to stand up for what I believe in from birth till I cease breathing. It's now 2012 and as natives are on the rise, they ain't taking our lives or our way of life. They ain't raping our wives or killing our children because they ain't feeling like pilgrims. So no longer will the indigenous people of America be considered a lost culture in a country that would have rather have just swept the whole race under the rug. Wow. Dream one. You've given me these dreams where a person from the White Buffalo Nation has visited with me. In the beginning of this dream, it was just me. Wasn't walking, wasn't driving, felt like I was floating on a breeze. Then I come across two people who I've never seen. Them two out in the middle of nowhere seemed strange to me, so I asked, "Where are you going?" "A ceremony. A new ceremony," one replied. I then accepted the other's invite. Through a thicket of trees, I could see people gathering. And in the opposite field, a stone's throw away, a great white buffalo appeared. I turned to my two companions, but it seemed as if they vanished. I glanced back. Buffalo turned to man, outfitted in white buckskin, as if the buffalo I just seen was him. My knees hit the earth first, and I began to pray. I prayed for myself, my family, my friends, their families, the Oyate as a whole, and finally the whole world over. Back on my feet without words, we began to speak. As humble as it could be, I asked, "Can I stay where you stay? Can I live where you live?" Reply, "No, you must stay. You have medicine." Dream two. I feel as if I'm standing next to a cliff looking down upon a river of failure. Even if I did purposely slip, I'd still incoincidentally be hanging by a thread. Lifeless eyes, I fear no fear. Silence life, don't shed no tears. If the day of destruction is here and the love from us inspired by the love of one, would it somehow be enough to keep the stars that travel through space at bay? I stare at these stars nightly just as soon as the sunlight subsides, and it seems even more so during my slumber. One summer night I needed to rest. Slightly scared to close my eyes, I succumbed to sleep. And this is what I dreamed. Rideless I was forced to trek afoot. I knew I needed to go, but where I was going I didn't even know. As I strolled down this lonely dark road, I looked towards the heavens and thought, at least I got the stars to keep me company. And just like that, I sensed the cloud cover coming. My heart dropped. I love looking at these little lights sporadically spaced, but intricately placed in this place called space. Why must these clouds hinder my view? Within that same minute, my heart was once again lifted, right along with my vision. My feet were firmly planted upon this planet, but my eyesight was carried into the night sky, past the clouds and even further it seemed. It felt like my vision became that of two telescopes perched on the bridge of my nose, and yet I wore no spectacles. Filled with childlike glee, I began to run like I was finally free. Not knowing what I was about to come across, I was forced to come to an abrupt stop. Car wrecked on the side of the road. It seemed like nothing serious as all the car lights were still aglow. As I rushed to the crunch front door, I was relieved at the sight that there were signs of life inside. And from the driver's door, out jumped Daddy, cradling a child about the age of 4. With a fatherly-like frantic flare to his eyes, I could have swore he was bringing me a child that was about to die. Then I heard this child cry a cry that would have brought tears to your eyes. His hand had been hurt. Wasn't critically injured, but the height of his cry made me feel his physical pain emotionally. All that was on my mind was putting a stop to this child's cry. I cupped my hands over his one small paw, closed my eyes, looked up towards the sky, reached deep inside and prayed. This child doesn't deserve to cry. Give me his pain. I will suffer for him. I love kids. I believe kids got a sixth sense to sense the sincerity in someone, so it's nice to see them smile. And soon thereafter those thoughts, this child's cry diminished to a whimper. The father's eyes, filled with 1,000 thank yous, made a slow ascent to mine. And with a whisper of understanding, he told me that medicine is powerful.